Hello everyone. Today we're going to be taking a look at repairing something. Sometimes I will buy things and they don't always work. I don't have any idea if this thing works, but this is a very cool thing. I remember these from many years ago. This is the Realistic Patrolman receiver. And what it will do is you can listen to police band and fire, rescue, all that kind of stuff. And what it will do is that it will look at each of these frequencies here and tell you, and then it'll play whatever's going on at that time. So you can hear the emergency, or you can even put the weather channel in there and things like that. And at the top of this one, the previous owner had written in the frequencies that are in each of those spots. So it looks like he's got 8 crystals in there. Matter of fact, we can take a look inside and see if those crystals are indeed in there. I've not taken a look inside of it yet, but let's just see what we got going on in here. And newer receivers would you just program it to whatever channel you want to listen to. In this one, you actually had to buy different crystals, and they would vibrate at the particular frequency. Oh yeah, they're all in there too. That's what those kind of silver, I guess kind of like rectangles here look like. And it looks pretty clean inside there. I don't know if I don't have a light to really take a look around inside there, but from here it looks like it's pretty clean. There's not any dust or anything like that. So hopefully when I plug it in, I don't blow the breakers in my house. So put that back on there. And I bought this from an auction in Saline, so I'm thinking that these frequencies might be for their local fire and rescue and things like that, or whatever they're listening to. A lot of times people like to listen to them to the police so they can know what's going on in their community. So this could be their frequency, and maybe the local ones here near me, they may use the same ones. I don't really know, but we will find out. If I can get it to work, that would be amazing. So let's just see. This thing is probably classic, let's say probably 1970s technology. And let's take the bread tie off of the wire so we can plug it in and see what happens. Now on the back, there's some spots for some other accessories that you can plug into it. And one of them is an antenna. You have to have the antenna. It's not going to work too well. I'm not sure. I'm in a basement right now, so I don't really know if I'm going to get anything here. But on the back side, there's a spot here for the antenna, which is here it's underneath here. And then this is probably for a speaker, external speaker. And this other one, this is a 12-volt adapter. So if you wanted to mount this in your car, or probably in your van, you could plug it in. You would buy a harness for this, or might have come with one, and then those would run into the battery in your car. So it runs off of 12 volts. There's probably some kind of a converter in there to convert it. So let's just see what happens if we plug it in. Let me turn it off. Okay, the switch seems to work okay. So let's see what happens. Hopefully no fires or anything. It'll be a real short video, I guess, if that's the case. All right. Looks like it's not doing anything, so we'll turn it on here. All right, well, I hear crackling. That's actually a good sign. That means that the amplifier in there is working and everything like that. And it's got scan and manual. Okay, so let's try the antenna. I need to plug the antenna into this. Oh, I hear something.
Evening, then snow showers, possibly.
Oh, this is the Weather Channel.
After midnight. Lows in the mid-20s. southeast winds 25 to 30 miles per hour with gusts up to 45 miles per hour. Becoming southwest 25 to 35 miles per hour with gusts up to 55 miles per hour after midnight.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through them one at a time. So there's a button here just to advance them manually. The only one we get here is the weather.
80%. Saturday night. Windy. Colder. Cloudy with a 50% chance of snow showers. Lows 10 to 15. Wind chill reading 0 to 10 above 0. Sunday. Freezing.
Well, it doesn't seem... Oh, there it goes. Here we are. You can see that it's scanning all the different channels one at a time to see if there's anything on there. And what it would do is if it picks up a signal, it would stop like that. And I had to turn the squelch down. The squelch is kind of like gets rid of the background noise. And so if something does come through, it would stop and you could listen to it. If I turn number 1 back on, it'll just stay stuck on number 1 because it's always broadcasting.
Tuesday night. Mostly cloudy. Near steady temperature around 10 above. Wind chill readings 5 below to 15 below 0.
Well, that's not good news. I didn't want to hear that. And it goes back to scanning mode after that. So, yeah, pretty cool item here. If you could still get the crystals, this one operates on the VHF signal range. You know, it's a set of frequencies, and the VHF stands for very high frequencies. And there's one called UHF, which is ultra high frequencies. And VHF, at the time, I think most police and fire and rescue were there all using VHF. So, you know, hopefully I can, well, I'm not sure if I want to buy it. I could probably find out what my local police are broadcasting on and maybe get one of those crystals if someone has one for sale. Probably have to go, I'm not sure where I would go to find it. I probably would try eBay first. So, but anyway, that's what this one does. It works really well. I'm surprised after all these years that it's still working. You know, it'll still crackle. I can clean the volume control a little bit with some. I've got some cleaner for it, and then that way it won't make all the crackling sound. But sometimes you get rid of it just by turning it back and forth a lot, like this. Even now, it's not even making so much noise. Just have to get the dust and corrosion that might be on there off. And sometimes just by swiping it back and forth like that, you can get rid of it. So I hope you enjoyed this one, everyone. This is just a really cool unit. It seems to be working fine, and hopefully I can find out what the going price of it. So I'll check the going price and I'll get back with you. Well, here I put the Realistic Pro 45 scanner into the TerraPeak research section, which you can get from the eBay website. And you can see here, I arranged them by highest to lowest price. And the highest price one that had sold, this was in November of 2021, and that's important here. This one has the box and the DC wire so you can connect it to your car. And this one here has been cleaned up a bit, quite a bit. It looks pretty good. That sold for about $40. And then they go down as low as $9.99. It doesn't really say, you know, they got the shipping at $14.20, which is probably about right. This one at $43 is showing 0 for the shipping. But, you know, most of them, they're charging shipping. This guy's actually charged more for shipping than he did for the item, which is interesting. So let's just say that we can go, well, here they give an average. Average price of these things is $23.03, but I think that it's got to be worth at least in the $30 to $40 range. So, which is actually pretty good since I didn't pay very much for it. I think I got 3 different radios for a very low price. I think we're like in the $8 or $9 range. So I think I'll come out okay even if I just sell one of them. But this one does come with the antenna, even though it's broken at the tip. It's not quite that long, but at least it comes with an antenna so that you can test it out. So that's my review of this item that I have, the Realistic Pro 45. It's a pretty cool item. I enjoy selling vintage electronics. I At one point I actually studied electronics in college, and then for some reason I went into education. I'm not sure what happened there with all that, but I still enjoy looking at these things and trying to see if we can get them to work. And I'm just really happy this one did work. When I bought the item from an auction, they said it works, and when they say it works, you really have to kind of take that with a grain of salt. So anyway, kind of buyer beware on that one. So at least it didn't spend very much on it. It should sell. There haven't been that many sales of these things. It's probably because of trying to get the crystals for the scanners in your area. And plus, you can buy probably one for, well, you probably would spend more, but it's all digital. It'll pick up every single frequency that there is. So, but anyway, thanks for watching, everyone, and I hope you enjoyed this. And if you'd like to see more content like this, just let me know in the comments below, and I'd be happy to share with you my adventures of repairing all the stuff that I buy. So, but anyway, thanks for watching. If you could please subscribe, I would appreciate it.